5 till 6 right now. Had about 2 or 3 does come through a little bit ago, but they stayed just out of view. I could kind of see them through the brush. They're about 40 yards away. So it didn't look like anything chasing after them, but they just kind of moseyed their way through. I'm hoping now that we're starting to get towards this last hour or so of light that we're going to get a little more activity. The squirrels are starting to bark quite a bit. Getting a little obnoxious, but at least it's something better than hearing nothing. It's getting close to 8 o'clock. I haven't seen anything yet. I know the deer at least moving somewhere, because I've heard 2 or 3 shouts. It is opening muzzleloader, so I'm sure there's lots of guys out right now. Fingers crossed we can make something happen this morning. It's 9:22. About 8:30 or so, I saw either a small buck or a big doe come by. Then about a half hour later, about 9 o'clock, I had 3 does walk by all together. They're all moving pretty quickly across the road, which just kind of goes back to what I was saying, that I'm going to have to be real quick. So I don't know if I'm going to be able to get this on film if I see a good buck. Because I'd rather show film of a blood trail and the dead deer than one walking away as I don't get up on the trigger. We'll see. So, it's been a crazy morning. So I got out of this other stand about 10, and then right about 11 o'clock I get a text from my one of my cams sending me a picture of a good buck where I apparently should have sat. And so I went ahead and came on over here, crawled up in the stand, and not 5 minutes after, I had a doe run through with 3 bucks chasing her, one decent size. I made as much noise as I could to try to get them to stop, and they weren't stopping for nothing. But then another 5 minutes later, right over here, towards the river, is the Florida Trail. I had about 4 or 5 hikers coming through talking, maybe 40, 50 yards away from me. They didn't see me, thankfully, but I'm not so sure about what my chances are now. So here's hoping that the deer are going to keep moving, but I don't know if that doe was getting chased by those bucks or if all 4 of them were just running because they got spooked by those hikers. I'm going to sit here for at least another hour and hope for the best. just bagged a good buck. Second buck of the season, first one on film ever. Let me tell you the whole story on the Southern Game and Tackle podcast. That was awesome. I can't believe it. See what time it is right now. Oh man. 12:05. He was headed out for lunch. I may just bag mine. Man, I can't believe that. I've gotten him on camera a couple times. For sure, it's real tall tines. Good looking deer. Good solid buck. At least 8. Could have some stickers on there for a 9. We'll see. I'll give him a little bit of time. And we'll go check for blood here in just a few minutes. I just got out of the stand. Hasn't been too long, but I'm at least gonna check out where he was shot at and see if I can find any blood. There better be some blood. Alright, so here's where he came out, and you see that real heavy trail. Looks like blood to me. Oh yeah, he's bleeding bad. We're gonna have a dead deer. Let's start tracking him now. And there's just blood all over this trail. There's a fence line right here. I'm gonna have to be careful because we're right on the edge of the property line. But I think he kind of took a right down. I don't think he went across it. I'm keeping out for the blood trail and see if I can figure out exactly where he went. Alright, I've been following the blood trail. There's the last bit of blood right there. And look what's right up here. Whew, son. That's a good deer. That's a good deer. Still on our property too. Didn't even make it off the property. Oh man. He's the one I've been looking for. Let's give him a little poke, make sure. Oh yeah, a little far back in the shot, but clearly effective. He didn't go 20, 30 yards. Oh my goodness. It's a fighting deer. He's got a broken off tine. A couple of them. One, would have been 2. So let's just say 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Would have been a 10-point if he hadn't lost that one. That's a freaking deer right there. That's a buck. Oh man. That's a good old deer too. Got that big old thick nose. Alright guys, we'll be telling this story soon on the Southern Game and Tackle podcast. It's been a good day. It's been a real good day. He's a heavy deer. I don't have this much trouble dragging these things out in Florida. This boy's heavy.